What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out the latest release from Jin, Don't Say You Love Me official music video. I am aware that there's some other songs on the album that I will probably react to sometime next week, so stay tuned for that. But for now, we're just checking out the music video, so without further ado, it looks like it's going to be kind of heavy and serious, which is really cool to see from someone like Jin, because I always appreciate the fact that he can make us laugh, but at the same time the guy can definitely make us cry quite well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Movie star Jin. Lonely star Jin.
I really thought I made up my mind. Hop in the car and put it in drive. I tried to leave like 100 times, but something's stopping me every time. Oh, faking a smile while we're breaking apart. Oh, I never meant to take it this far. Too late to save me, so don't even start. Oh, you never meant to hurt me, but you're making it hard. Don't tell me that you're gonna miss me. Just
Reliving the memories.
you wanna kill me. Don't say that you love me, 'cause it hurts the most. You just gotta let me go.
Whoa, that's powerful. So she wasn't even there. It's just the trails of her memory. But this already kind of like speaks to a slightly toxic relationship, because like you saying you love me hurts the most because everything within my being tells me that we need to cut this off. And then you say that you love me, it's almost like a stab in the heart, like by doing this, by breaking up. Like it's like there's no good outcome. I will suffer either way. Faking a smile while we're breaking apart. You know, there's some really beautiful and tragic lyricism in this one already, and like the visual, like this visual with Jin in the bed, you see like the cold, super cold aesthetic, you know, to convey loneliness and convey depression and whatnot. And like the clothes are all over the floor and whatnot. It's like a little bit messy, because I don't care about anything. I'm just thinking about those memories.
Say that you love me, 'cause it hurts the most. You just gotta let me go.
Also, the white aesthetic is very angelic, pure, kind of, which equates to Jin.
This was for the best, and never worked last time that I checked. I got this pain stuck inside my chest, and it gets
He's gonna meet her.
worse the further I get. Oh, faking a smile while we're breaking apart. Oh, I never meant to take it this far. Too late to save me, so don't even start. Oh, you never meant to.
Yeah, there's a lot of regrets. Yeah.
Don't tell me that you're gonna miss me. Just tell me that you wanna kill me. Don't
Damn.
say that you love me, 'cause it hurts the most.
Wait, let's take it back. That chorus is so beautiful, and Jin's vocals are incredible. But the cinematography, this video is exquisite.
Don't tell me that you're gonna miss me. Just tell me that you wanna kill me. Don't say that you love
Also,
me.
both of them wearing black is kind of ironically, you know, both of them are kind of suffering, like almost like a mourning kind of thing. Like the relationship could have broken up in a fairly fresh kind of, you know, time, like we just broke up, or it doesn't matter how long ago we broke up, it still affects us. So to go from the white aesthetic with both of them as he's kind of like looking at the memories of her as she's trailing away, to then them catching each other, both of them wearing black from head to top, from top to bottom. idiot. uh it kind of like represents like, you know, the darkness, the contrast between light and dark, and it's like they know exactly that this is not going to last, as they're showing us the contrast of like the happiest memories that they had together, and she's wearing the white top, you know. As nice as the relationship has been, sometimes it was outweighed by the negativity, but sometimes, you know, it doesn't matter what I outweighs what, because the heart is stronger than the mind, and the mind tells you to break this off, but your heart runs back to her, and for her to runs back to him.
To hurt me, but you're making it hard. Don't tell me that you're gonna taste me. Just tell me that you wanna kill me. Don't say that
Damn.
you love me, 'cause it hurts the most. You just gotta let me go. Lie to me, tell me that you hate me.
There we go.
Look me in the eyes and call me crazy. Don't say that you love me, 'cause it hurts the most.
Damn.
You just gotta let me
And he can't let her go. Fuck.
go. Gotta let me go. Gotta let me. Don't say that you love me, 'cause it hurts the most. You just gotta let me go.
Damn. Damn, what a beautiful visual. Holy shit. This has got to be one of the most beautifully shot music videos of the year. Like, it's not about being bombastic or like high like budgets. It's just like the cinematography is so incredibly pretty, and like it's interesting because I miss something. Nope, I didn't. They're both lying to each other basically within this visual. They're both looking at one another, telling you that they cannot escape one another. Because at first I thought that maybe he looked at her and she didn't look at him, and I missed the part where she looked at him. So that is kind of like the equivalent of, you know, we're faking a smile while we're breaking apart, and they still care about each other. Even though this relationship is not good for us, they're literally fighting, almost like physically fighting, when it's really, really bad. And if a relationship goes down to such a degree, then maybe it shouldn't happen. But the heart wants what it wants, and whenever they see each other, they're just magnetized, and they cannot help themselves. And like the fact that she went away in the car, and then he tried to be so strong, and then he couldn't, so he ran off. Even if he didn't catch her, that was still the symbolism that he cannot let her go, and that she can't let him go as well. But it's also like, unless one of them cuts it off and says it's over, then it's not going to be over. That's why they keep on gravitating towards one another. It doesn't matter what happens, even if we hate each other physically, mentally, whatever, abuse each other, we still come back together, which is unfortunately incredibly like relatable, in the sense of like there's a lot of relationships like that get kind of, you know, kind of toxic. And it was such a gorgeous music video. Honestly, the way it was shot was incredible. The symbolism within the clothes was also really, really beautiful too, as in the end Jin's kind of like left by himself with the black clothes after potentially meeting with her as they were running around the museum and whatever. But also like the black outfit kind of like represents like the darkness that has taken a hold of him, which is kind of like her, and same for her, in my opinion, at the very least, because like both of them, ironically, also when they were fighting, they also wore like those white outfits. So when things were good, we wore white, and then things started to get a little bit dark and a little bit toxic, and the white basically turned into black and the darkness took over. But even though the darkness is literally out there for you to see how toxic this relationship is, you still gravitate toward that person. That, to me at least, is kind of like the representation of the outfits, and why in my opinion it is kind of like an important note in this. But like, the lyrics are absolutely beautiful. Like, it kind of reminds me of like the phrase, if you love someone you gotta let them go, and that's quite literally the what Jin is kind of like pleading for, without maybe even realizing that maybe she is also pleading for that as well. Like, she comes back, but it takes two to tango, so both of them are participating in the toxicity of this relationship. It's not just one person that, you know, forces the other to be with them. They're clearly are madly in love beyond being oblivious to how bad this can be, even though they experienced it. So to say, don't say that you love me because it hurts the most, it's like, literally, if you love someone you gotta let them go, but you love them too much to where it becomes a bad thing, that it's toxic, but I still can't let you go. So that's kind of like my understanding of this. It's literally the manifestation of that quote: if you love someone you gotta let them go. Lie to me, tell me that you hate me, like, but much like they were, like, it's very like contradictory and very foreshadowy, I guess, foreshadowing. Like, the lyrics first saying faking a smile while we're breaking apart, but then saying lie to me, tell me that you hate me, and don't tell me that you love me because it hurts the most. It's like, literally, I'm lying to you, pretending everything is okay, but then you want me to lie to you, tell you that I hate you. It's like, I can't. And like, things are gonna get dark, but I still love you. So, and those are potentially like the worst kinds of like toxic relationships, to a point where it can get really, really bad and people are still together no matter what, because the heart outweighs the mind and whatever. Never meant to take it this far, too late to save me, so don't even start. Again, there's like a bit of a contradiction, I guess, between, you know, wanting to cut this off, and then it's like the lyrics themselves represent the heart fighting the mind also. Like, fake a smile, but I'm breaking apart, we're breaking apart, it's too late, so don't try to save me, so let's just be together. But tell me that you hate me, tell me that you don't love me. If you say that you love me, it hurts the most because I know that this relationship is no good. It's like, literally, within the visuals, within the lyrics, the heart is kind of like fighting the mind, at least in my opinion. And it gets worse the further I get. So it feels like it feels like a tragedy. That this relationship, it feels like the greatest tragedy and the greatest love. That's kind of like the gist that I'm getting. So this was absolutely incredible. Jin's vocals are absolutely gorgeous, heartbreaking at times, and it's so amazing. Like, again, like, the fact that this guy can make us laugh, and it's amazing how he sometimes doesn't take himself so seriously. He's willing to make fun at his own expense to make us laugh and kind of like goof around with us and give us those moments. And at the same time, he can take himself so seriously, to a point where I don't think that I've ever seen that kind of side of him. You know, in terms of like really exploring a toxic kind of a relationship. So I absolutely love that contrast with him. And, you know, whether it's Jin or the rest of the BTS members, they have always showcased an amazing duality to them. So this is kind of like no exception. This was an incredible music video. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, as always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, check out the rest of my BTS reactions in the playlist attached, and there is a ton of reactions to BTS on Patreon if you are interested, including Run BTS. We are currently at episode 147, and there's a whole bunch of other additional BTS related reactions. So if you're interested, check out the link. You can check the document file, which is going to be in the description. You do not have to sign up to see what is available. So if you just want to browse around and see what's out there for BTS or maybe some other groups, TV shows, survivor shows, K-dramas, we have a ton of stuff. So if you're interested in any of it, you can check out the doc file in the description. And if you want to support, consider subscribing. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe wherever you are. See ya.